G'day everyone, welcome back to Nat's Knackers Yard. I'm Nat. This is not my Knackers Yard. I'm actually indoors for once, which is weird. This is going to be a slightly different upload than usual. Rather than me tinkering with bikes, it's me playing with my phone. But actually, it also is a different video, but I'm marking my 500th video upload on the channel. So, if you're new here, go check it out. But what I wanted to do is point something out. For those used to the channel know that I have a Yamaha XJ650, which is my current project, and I was looking at getting it registered as historic. So it's a 1980 declared build, but it was first registered in the UK because it's an import in '88, so it wasn't historically registered when I got it. But my view is that if I could get it historically taxed, then not only is that a saving in terms of road tax and MOT each year, although it has to stay roadworthy, more pertinently, if you're around the ULEZ zone, that gets you through the ULEZ check requirement, and therefore saves you around somewhere between £2.5 and £3 a year. So definitely worthwhile doing. I've just done it, and I'm pleased to say that it's done for Mick, my XJ650 project. And it was incredibly simple, but lots of people giving me slightly conflicting advice, so I thought I'd do a upload on how simple it actually is. So, onto Google, DVLA, historic tax, words to that effect. Takes you to the Gov website. Historic classic vehicles, MOT and road tax. Let's have a look at, eligibility. And this is the key bit. Vehicles built or first registered more than 40 years ago, and it's that more than one that's got me before. I tried to do it with a 40-year-old vehicle, and it kicks in the year after, i.e. when in the year it becomes 41 rather than in its 40th year, if that makes sense. The no substantial changes piece is debatable at best, and I'll show you that in a second. Cool. Vehicles exempt from vehicle tax, so that's talking about the whole in its 41st year. So let's have a look at applying for, and a bit of a reminder at the bottom there that it needs to stay eligible. All you need to do, and exactly all I did, was apply at the post office. Slightly retro that you need to physically walk into a post office to achieve this, but hey, this part hasn't caught up with the times. So you need to take down your V5 in your name, a tax reminder or V11 if you have one, which I hadn't, and an MOT certificate that's valid at the tax starts, or evidence your vehicle is exempt. Now, one of you guys was saying it had to be MOT to become exempt, and that's not the case. So what we need to do is look for the form V112. Wait for my internet to catch up. So V112, evidence is normally required for taxing purposes unless blah. So you fill in, this is a print off and take with you with your V5, the registration number, your name, the category that's listed over the page, and you sign. Now the category we're interested in, or that I used, a vehicle that is a vehicle other than a public service vehicle that's registered or manufactured 40 years ago, has not been substantially changed in the last 30. What does substantial mean? A vehicle with the technical characteristics and the main components have changed in the last 30 years. Well, the technical components haven't, and it also says these components other than for motorcycles, the chassis, blah 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 blah. So actually, to my mind, there's not a great deal there that says that you can't, and particularly with my bike, it hasn't changed. It's got a different seat, but that's it. That's the only difference, significant difference, and I don't think that's substantial. So, jump back. Come on, Spipey. Okay. So, I took down my V5, that V112 filled out, handed it in, all free, all done and ready to go. So that's winging its way from the post office to the DVLA. You don't even have to pay postage for it. I've got a receipt to say that that's happening, which is fine. And I'm expecting that probably, the guy reckoned within a week is the norm. So what? Well, if it all works, then this is what I'm going to go on to next, which for me personally, because I'm in the environs of the ULEZ, I'm not actually in it, and come August, September this year, it's going to extend further, basically to my front door, but not quite to me. Put in the plate and off you go. Now the bit that I don't know is whether or not I am going to have to inform them that my vehicle is now tax exempt and therefore ULEZ exempt, or whether or not it's going to happen automatically, and I'll keep you updated as that kicks through. But there you go, happy with that. My 500th upload, 500th video on the channel, and I'm not even looking at a bike. Cheers all, I'll catch you later. Ta-da.